I want to start this video with one question. Why the hell are we not playing with Toedscool EX? Roaring Moon is all over the gaff, and Charizard's the most popular deck in the format. Toedscool should at least have some sort of place right now, no? Because not only does it have the protective mycelium, which prevents Star Requiems, prevents the frenzied gouging from Moon, but it also maxes out at 280 damage. So it ticks all the boxes, really. Now, the main problem I've seen with Toedscool is it's very evolution-based, and because of that, it can be a bit tricky sometimes. You know, having to get a Cherrim out, and then having to get your Bibarel out, and then having to get Toedscruel out, it can be quite clunky. So in an attempt to re-establish Toedscruel, I've made a brand new kind of deck for it. It does still play a Cherrim line, so we do have a 2-2 Cherrim here. I've also thrown in 2 of these Toedscools in the deck to evolve into Toedscool, because that Vine Slap for 30 is a lower energy attack cost and can help in the Gardevoir matchup, and again, the Moon matchup, if we ever do need that, I guess. But I don't think we will, because we also have Tropius in here too. And Leafeon V's in this deck for its greening cells, so it can accelerate to the Toedscool turn 1, whilst also being a card that can hold Forest Seal Stone, which we play in this deck. And the same applies for Kricketune, which we actually are playing instead of Mew EX. Now, Mew EX is draw 3, pretty much the same as Kricketune when on the bench, but Mew has that free retreat. However, Mew cannot hold a Forest Seal Stone, and I needed another Pokemon other than just one copy of Leafeon V to make the Forest Seal Stone a bit more viable, and I also wanted to have some sort of Iono protection, so Kricketune just fit that bill. So you can see how this is a completely different deck to a Bibarel-based build of Toedscruel. And here is the early deck list for you early deck list checkers. I'll go into more detail at the end of the games, but for now, let's get going. And a quick shout out to our sponsors, ptcgl Store, where you can buy codes to bling out your decks using code FTW for 5% off. TCG Bulk, where you can buy and sell your bulk cards, and whatnot, where you can buy and sell collectible Pokemon cards live. And they're even giving you £10 off your first purchase using my special link. Links to all sponsors are in the description below, but for now, let's get going. We unfortunately had to take a mulligan there, but it is what it is. It seems very interesting as what we're playing against. Look at this. Kricketune, do I want to bench you now? I think it might be better for me to Ultra Ball here for a Leafeon, because I don't want too much Pokemon on the bench that cannot be used by Cherrim for the sake of damage output, but I am concerned about this deck now. Oh, no, we should be fine, right? I think so long as we get Toedscruel out, the Serena cannot bring us down to 30 HP. So I think what I've got to do here is throw an energy here for sure. Okay, sure thing. And you know what? I am going to Kricketune. Screw it. Let's go with this. And then we go for a Forest Seal Stone, go for a Star Alchemy, get ourselves a Battle VIP Pass. And then I think what I go for here, I think we have time. So maybe I go for a Greninja plus Leafeon, or do I just go for Cherubi? I think I go for Cherubi. Yeah. Should I do the Greninja? We have Colress for next turn, so I think I don't go with the Ninja, and I think I'm just going to go for a Leafeon. Yeah, let's go for that. And then I'm going to greening cells to the Leafeon, so that way we can actually have some energy in play that will buff our damage without needing to Cherrim to it, so that's good. There's a Pokegear coming out, and they grab an Iono. They're playing Arven, though, so that's good. Our hand's not being disrupted, which is nice, because I actually want to just get myself a Toedscruel out. So my opponent is playing a Serena deck where they just simply bring it down to 30 HP, and then just go for the Brute Bonnet Sneasel combo. 2-1 it KO you. But my friend, come on, that ain't happening with us today because of Toedscool's ability. Unless, of course, they play PAF, which can happen. But we'll see. There's the energy on the Boon Suite. And they go for a Toxic Powder plus a Stampede. So they are putting some decent early damage, I guess. But it ain't no Mooner, you know what I'm saying? Right, let's see what we get off the top deck. Anything good? It's a Retrieval, which actually I can just burn the Retrieval. That's kind of pointless. Yeah, that's kind of pointless. So I'm attaching his energy now anyway. So, all right, that's fine. I could get Cherrim here, but I think I just want to be safe and secure with my Toedscool's ability. So I think we'll do that. Attach here. Then I've thrown energy down. Then go for Kricketune. So we can do that, which is nice. Oh, I can Arven as well. Arven can get me some... No, I think we definitely go for Colress. Arven can be helpful in the future. Oh, yeah, look at this. Okay, we'll get ourselves you, and I can lose one Toedscruel. Do I want to? Do I want an Iono here? I might want Iono next turn, so I am going to do that. Okay, let's go for it. Throw an Artazon down. This can get me a single prize that Cherrim can accelerate to, so... Obviously, we're just going to get another Toedscool. Do I go for this one? No, that's going to be easier to KO if they do bring it up. So we'll go for that. Evolve to the Cherrim. And I think I'm tempted to bench Tropius, but I won't just yet. I don't want to overdo it. So, all right, we're looking good. Now, look, as you can see, we're not like going wild in terms of damage output. We are still building our board. But Toedscool's like that anyway. Like if you play Toedscool with Bibarel, you're not doing 280 turn 1. You know what I'm saying? So... it's not that big of a deal, to be fair. But ultimately, I think we just avoid the Serena. That's kind of what I was looking for. At least for the Toedscool and the Leafeon. They could obviously just hit the Kricketune as well. Either way, there's an Artazon bringing down a Boon Sweet and an Iono. Okay. Not against that myself, if I'm honest. We get another Toedscruel, which is nice. We also get a Mew and an Arven. I think Arven in here for an Earthen Vessel is going to be quite nice. So we'll go for that. They're just going to Toxic Powder. That's it. To be fair, I think swinging with Serena is probably their best bet now, right? Yeah, because that's how they're going to get a KO on me, because they're going to have to just swing. All right, sure thing. So let's think this one through. Oh my God, just double energy. Let's go. So I'll Spring Bloom onto the Toedscruel. And what I can do now is manually attach to the Kricketune. So that way I've got those two covered. I'll evolve to the Toedscruel. No, unless I go for Mew here. Yeah, I'm going to go for Mew. Then I'm going to Arven, get myself a Forest Stone and a Vessel. Yeah, we'll do that. We've already used the Stone, but it is discard fodder along with the VIP pass, so that's fine. We get 2 energy here. Accelerate 1 to the Toedscruel and then 1 to the Mew. Oh, we could get trapped though. So I'm going to put 1 on the Cherrim and then we evolve. Then we attach. Oh, this deck is kind of cracked. I can't lie. Let's go for Kricketune. You see, the deck's working. All right, this ain't no strange deck that does no strange stuff. This deck is operating, bro. It's doing its thing. Let's go for Colony Rush and we'll take the KO. I'm actually really happy with this because I can't lie. I built this deck today and I was like, I don't know if it's going to run or not, but if I just add thick supporter lines, it should be okay in theory. And it's actually doing the job, which is so cool. I'm really, really happy with it because I think this is the most creative I've been for a deck in a good amount of time, to be fair to you. That said, I do my thing, but I think this is like really cool. It just like says, you know, I don't want Big Barrel. Get rid of Big Barrel. We're going with this route. Either way, they're going to go for a Boon Sweet and then get another one on the bench. Rare candy and things start ticking here. Don't you they Icicle sold me. Oh no, they're going to learn the lesson. They went for an Icicle Soul, but it don't work, bro. I am Toedscruel. Look at that. Oh yeah, baby. We got to love a bit of fun here and there. That is wild. I see a bonnet and I'm a little bit confusing it. You know what I'm saying? Either way, VIP pass coming in hot. Here, I'm going to get my... this is the turn that I wanted Leafeon and I've prized it. But there you go. This deck plays so many one-offs. It's not a surprise if you really think about it. I might get Kricketune and a Toedscruel, if I'm honest with you. That feels a bit rough, but I think that's the correct play because then I can get another Cherubi down in case the active gets KO'd. Plus, it's a Forest Seal Stoner, so it will allow me to do that in terms of get as much as I possibly can out of this hand. So we'll see. Let's see. So that was our first turn there. I'm assuming we're playing Moon of some sorts, but we'll see. There's an Ancient Booster Capsule. And they go for... Oh, it's Darkrai. So it's Darkrai Moon, I think, then? Well, we're actually kind of primed for this bad boy. So let's see how this pans out. Squawkabilly coming down. What's funny is they can't... It doesn't actually matter because they can just obviously go for a Calamity Storm, but they legitimately cannot Frenzy Gouging that Cherubi because of its Lively Fruit, which is just funny. It's just really funny. Either way, they go for a Earthen Vessel there. They're probably going to squawk their hand away and go for a Professor's Research. There you go. No squawking though. Now, this doesn't look to be the optimal Moon build. The optimal one is by, is it Ross Cawthorn? I think their name is. But it's just performing incredibly well just in multiple tournaments. So it seems to be the ideal list for Moon right now, at least pre-rotation, because rotation is going to shake Moon up even. Trust me, it's going to shake so many decks up. But have you seen that Moon deck that plays like 4 baby Roaring Moons in literally a Roaring Moon EX deck? Really interesting to see how things are changing in Japan. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen this way in the West. You never know. You never know. But either way, they're just going to come up with a Darkrai, which is a very dangerous move. But I'm assuming they plan to squawk here and they don't want to have a Bonnet trapped. So there you go. Path to the Peak. That would have been a good play, but then obviously they couldn't squawk then. There's VIP pass and they get themselves a Moon and a Greninja out. Now, if they don't attack this turn, I might kind of buy a turn here where I can get a bit more set up. You know, because I don't think I'm going to pull off any crazy situational plays here. I think obviously I'm going to be able to get Toedscruel out, get a Cherubi out, maybe get some energy into play with Arven and kind of do that kind of stuff, but nothing where I should maybe come up and just take it. That said, I can come up, can't I? Maybe I should, because there's a Darkrai for me to knock out. You know what I mean? And all I need is energy on the active and bench to take a KO with weakness, and they can't Frenzy Gouging me afterwards because of my ability. That said, they did play Path, weirdly enough. So I swear to God, if this Donnie has another Path to the Peak to throw in this deck to suddenly turn off my Toedscruel, that would be infuriating. But I doubt. I'm sure they only play the 1 copy. They can't play more than 1 copy of Path in a Moon deck. You've there's a Toxic Powder, which, funnily enough, with a Sneasler would of course cause some serious problems. Actually, no, I would have done it. Yeah, well, no, not really. But there's a concealed cards. They're sequencing strange. They should always toxic powder last, no? I don't think it really matters, to be fair to you. There's an Ultra Ball. Get rid of a Darkrai and an Energy. And I get a Mew EX. Does Dark Patch rotate? Oh, that's such a good question. Does it rotate? No. So, okay. I thought Dark Patch would have rotated, but no, it's still there. So, wow. I actually didn't expect that. I'm way too used to the rotation of like 2 giant set rotations where it's like you do 1 rotation and that's half of a previous set gone, or half of a previous generation. And the next one is like the brand new generation. All the old ones are gone. But no, this is now with the blocks and stuff. So it's weird to me. Either way, let's Artazon here. And I think we just get another Toad. Actually, Tropius looks really good. So yeah, it's a single prizer. It's going to be actually, no, the thing is the booster energy capsule actually prevents Tropius from being truly effective. Actually, yeah, well, it depends what they attack with. But I think I'll go over a Toedscool. It's just more consistent. We'll play Arven here. We'll get a Vessel and a Stone, which is just so strong. I think I actually get rid, funny enough, of Arven because I like Iono. Iono's looking good. And I also want to just keep a boss just in case. Do I Stone for the Cherrim here? If I do, I can't attack this turn. I need to get 1 more energy somehow. And a retreat? I don't think that's happening. So what I do is just, I think I just attach to the Toedscruel, evolve it, and then end my turn. Yeah, that way it cannot be frenzied gouging. So I think we just pass. They could KO the Kricketune, and that's a bit of a risk, I guess. But I'll take it. I'll take it. They conceal cards here, and they Dark Patch. They're going on to the moon with that one. Earthen Vessel. So they will have at least a way to bring that moon up, or maybe attack with it, which is not really unheard of, is it? When it comes to moon and its ability to just go wild. There's an energy on the Darkrai, unless they evolve to Darkrai, but that's still quite rough. Yeah, they don't want to KO me. You can tell they're sitting here waiting. They do not want to KO me, and I don't blame them, but they are. I mean, I would have just passed there, but then again, you're just in a tough spot where I just hit you for weakness. And that's why I want to try out Toedscruel, man, because of this exact thing. Like, it just hits weakness. Okay, I think we definitely are going to Iono. I'm going to go for attachment Iono. Yeah, unfortunately, we get a boss, which is something you'd usually be happy about, but nope, not this time. Let's get I'll get a Tropius down. You never know. We could still use it on something. And we Iono. So let's go for that. Now we just need some energy. And there you go. That's, I don't know if that's enough energy. Oh, no, it is. It is. What am I waffling about? What is my waffling about? All right, let's go for a Star Alchemy. Let's just get... I'm going to get an Ultra Ball, actually, to thin down. Yeah, I'll get an Ultra Ball because I want to get rid of these VIP passes and then just get myself my Cherrim. All right, let's do that. Ultra Ball. We'll get Cherrim out. And we've got a couple of burner cards here, actually. So that's really nice because I can just go for a Kricketune draw. All right, let's Spring Bloom here onto Toedscruel. We'll throw that on the Tropius. We'll burn the Heavy Ball, which actually does find some Oh, my God. All my turds. Okay. Here you come. Nice, Toadie. Thank you. I'll throw that down. Why the hell not? I'm sure I won't get punished for that. Not like I overbench in every video. All right, so let's go for a Colony Rush. Take that KO. Now, we cannot be frenzied gouging unless they, of course, go for the path to the peak. But I think they ain't got it like that. So let's show this Roaring Moon what a good time really looks like. Avery, how dare you? All right, I'll just get rid of these two. There you are. See you later. Bye-bye. Funny enough, I got Heavy Ball from the prizes, so I can Heavy Ball again and just get the other Toedscruel. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? The interactions of that card sometimes. There's an EXP share coming in here, and I'm sure they got to be digging for Path if they have another one. If they don't, please tell me you're reading the cards. You cannot frenzied gouging the Toad. They do attach an energy. Now, of course, they can Calamity Storm, which would be a max of 230, 240 going back because of the poison, but that's not enough to deal with me. Oh, God, they're not going to read. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. Not again! Not like this! Do not frenzied gouging me! Oh my God, they frenzied gouging! Oh my God! Oh! Hold on. That's a unique interaction. Is it supposed to... Oh, wait. If your opponent's I suppose not send its way. Wow, so it actually doesn't put 200 on itself. That's cool. Either way, I'm KOing you, so that's fine. I'm going to Ultra Ball. I don't think the Vitality Band matters here. No, Vitality is more for Iron Hands and some offset numbers here and there that we might need, like with Goldengo. So we'll get rid of you and you, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get another Toedscruel EX and evolve into you. We then go for a Heavy Ball. Grab our other Toedscruel. Man, Heavy Ball's never done so much work before. I guess you could say it's heavy lifting. Anyway, let's go for that. So this will allow me to get the KO, if I'm correct mathematically. Yeah, 320 there. I can Arven. I'm gonna Arven. Sure, let's Arven. Let's go for an Arven. Why not? I could Vessel. That's huge, actually. That's massive. All right, let's Vessel. Also, just going to check my deck with Artazon here. I could get a Mew down, but is there something else? Maybe I might need Greninja at some point to, like, really draw if I need it. Yeah, so I'm going to actually save that bench spot. And we'll Kricketune again. You can see Kricketune, why it's good in this deck. I might really want, like, a Mew-like card. All right, let's get a Vessel out then. I don't think I needed to play that now, but here we are. I get 2 energy. Actually, to be fair, it means I can attach here, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to attach one on the Kricketune in case they try and Gust Stick. If they try and Gust Stick Cherrim, actually, that would have been... I should have attached to Cherrim. Oh, well, let's take a KO. Never punished, right? Yeah, never. They didn't even activate the XP share. It's happening again, people. Just like in yesterday's video, the BM, the AFK, I don't want to play anymore because I played a deck that directly countered me, which I fully get. I've been there, my brother. But if you're going to do it, just scoop. All right, get out of there. It's pointless. Yeah, so they promoted us Squawkabilly, which they obviously didn't promote because they are AFK. Do you know what? Behave, some of you. Some of you got to behave, man. I know I'm not going to name and shame. I could show their username and all that jazz. But what actually, to be fair, yeah, do you know what? I've got a reason here. So this person's name's OG Pokemon 123. I'm going to name and shame because it's their Pokemon account. They can't be contacted by anyone anyway. They're completely anonymous online still. So if you're playing and you come up against someone named OG Pokemon, beware, they do this. So just beware of that, okay? And OG Pokemon, if you're watching this, sort your life out. Unless on the off chance that there's actually a genuine reason, or it's just a kid. In that case, don't pay attention to me, all right? If you're a kid, you're a kid. You make mistakes. Everyone does it, all right? Let's not be too harsh now. But if you're an adult who can make your own decisions and does that, please reevaluate. Now, this is a very, very bad hand, but we can always just get a nice top deck out of it. You never know. We have Artazon as well to at least get some Pokemon into play. And we're playing Charizard, which we hit for weakness anyway. So let's see. It's a shame I started this Toedscruel, though. Of course, I played this for the Goldengo and the Cherrim PR matchup to give them a harder time, which are probably the two... Well, I think the worst matchup for you is Gardevoir, now that I think about it, really. But we have single prizes to help up in that matchup. I mean, I really tried my best to consider as much of the meta as I possibly could in this build. And I've tried. They can only do so much, you know. But I think ultimately... Oh, wow. Like just energy. Sure thing. Right, let's get this down. Let's get an Artazon down. I think getting a Tropius into play makes sense here. Or I could get a Mew. Oh, God, this deck's just wilding. All right, do you know what? I'm going to risk it, bro. I'm getting a Mew. Let's go. Screw it. We're going to retreat into a Mew here and then just try and see if we can hit a VIP pass. Get ourselves a Greening Cells, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Mysterious Tail, and it's a VIP. Let's go. What was like? We're playing our very own Charizard deck, eh? Let's go for that. And now we have options. I think I actually go for a Greninja Tropius. As wild as that is, it's going to draw me out of this. And also, it's going to make sure I do swing if they KO me. But I could also go for... No, because I could also go for Greening Cells stuff. But I think drawing is probably my best bet here. I'm going to get rid of this Toedscool because I just don't need that this game. And just get 2 energy, then go for a Greninja, like so. See what we get from that. Another VIP. Okay. All right. So from here, I think I actually get Kricketune. I know. It means I don't Toedscool, though. So maybe I do just get Toedscool, but I'm just worried about not drawing. I have Greninja, so I guess there's that. All right, let's get Toedscruel out, and then I'm going to go for a pass. A bit of an awkward bench. So the 2 Cherubi is awkward. I don't know why I benched the other Cherubi. I shouldn't have done that, because that would have freed up a bench spot to get something else out, but it is what it is, I guess. We'll run with it. Yeah, because I really would have liked a Kricketune down or something, you know? Either way, there's a Charmeleon and a Rare Candy into Pidgeot, and an Arven there, and they're just going to get a Rare Candy, but they don't get the tool card. Oh, did they price 2 Forest Seal Stone? No way. Well, they've attached them and they're retreating. Hold on. Did they price the stone? No shot. Did they price the stones? That's wild. Unless they're attacking with Pidgeot? No, I see. I thought they were going to attack with Pidgeot or something. No! Wow. Okay. I don't know what's happening there, but I sense a lot of fear. Let's go for a conceal cards first, and I think I'm going to rot some energy back. I'm low on energy now, aren't I? Jesus Christ. Okay, I've seen enough of VIP pass. Let's get I think I Ultra Ball here and get myself a Cherrim out. We know that's probably the correct play, I think. I don't know, but I need to start seeing some supporter cards, bro. Come on. I do doubt it, though, if you really think about it. Let's go for a Mysterious Tail, and that is unfortunately pretty much nothing. Now, what I'm going to do is just Rod energy back. So at least if I Greninja next turn, I can find something, because I am just straight dead drawing here, which this deck is going to do sometimes. So let's just run it and see where we go. I think I'm being punished, though, by benching that extra Cherubi, you know. I really am. Now, of course, as I said, dead draws will happen, but it is what it is. I mean, I play a lot of supporters. Now, Arven is... Well, Arven would be a fantastic top deck now that I think about it. But actually, no, because I can't even use a Forest Seal Stone on anything in play. So you could maybe switch the Arvens to something else. Worker's a good call because, of course, you're very path weak. So Worker's a really good shout there. Ultimately, though, I think, you know, quad Arven. Maybe you could do 2 Arven, 2 Worker. But it's quad Arven, quad Colress, and 3 Iono. Like, you have a lot of draw We're just not finding it. Well, Arven isn't draw, but a lot of supporter cards, and we're just not finding them right now. That said, I wouldn't mind coming up with a Tropius here with a rally back. Doesn't KO the Zard, but it's still a 240, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely all right with that. There's a quick search. And they're going to boss. Are they going to boss the Tropius? No, they're going to boss the Toad. Okay. That does change my approach a little bit. More so because I will eventually get a Toedscool out. I know that. They can only boss it so much, right? Let's see. Well, we'll promote the Mew here. And oh, Colress, that's nice. So first off, we go for an Artazon to just get ourselves a Toad down. Again, I expect them to just gust that up, but that's fine. I'm then going to go for a Colress. Actually, no. I think, yeah, I Colress. I might need that energy. So let's Colress. We get energy, and Toedscool. I think we do that. Oh, that says a Forest Stone and an Iono gone, but I need all the energy I can get right now. I think I need 3 exactly, and that's 3. So I think I have to make that decision. That said, maybe I could have not taken the Toedscruel. Let's see what Mysterious Tail gives us anyway. Gives us an Ultra Ball. All right. That means if I want to swing this turn, I can't go for Greninja's concealed cards. That said, I could play the long game and try and build up until it comes out. Do you know what? Let's go for this. I'm going to attach here. I don't know why I attached return. I didn't need to do that, but to be fair, I shouldn't have done that, but here we are. Let's just get another Cherrim out, sure thing. And I think I'm actually going to just pass, and they're either going to boss up the Tropius or the Toedscruel. Either way is okay. But I expect them to boss up the Toedscool, because if they do that, then I can come with a Tropius attack, get another Toad down, and then just try and build from there. But I don't like the fact that I'm not having any sort of real solidified draw here. Yeah, they're going to do the Toad as expected. So I am going to rally back now and then get a Toad down, I think. And granted, they only have 3 prices to take at that point. But if I give them 2 big Toedscruels to take out, then maybe I could do something. I don't know, man. I don't know. The start's been very rough, bro. Let me try and work with it. You know what I'm saying? But now if they KO the Toads, then the rally back's just going to hit. So they kind of have to KO the Tropius. So that's the idea at least. So let's do that. And we'll go for a Colress. We'll get energy, that's for sure. Boss is, I can't lose 1 Toedscool actually. So maybe I get the boss. Never punish? Never punish. Never punish. Of course. Never. Then I Greninja, because I know I'm getting rid of energy again, but I do have vessels in the deck. And I also have an energy retrieval. So I can do this. I have taken Greninja into account. So, okay, that's fine. Let's get an energy then on the Toedscruel with Spring Bloom, like that. And that way, we're looking a lot better going into the next turn. So we'll rally back and see where it takes us. There's an Iono, which kind of sucks, actually, because I had a pretty good hand for the next turn. Yeah, that does kind of suck. But there's our supporter cards coming out of the blue. But if I can shuffle the deck, then Iono, I might be able to find the cards I need, to be fair. But then again, I'm worried I'm just going to draw a bunch of supporter cards, because I think, 70% of my deck is supporter cards now, because I didn't find them in the first turns. Either way, that's an Infernal Rain, and they burn in darkness to Tropius as they should. So I've got to think of it here. I've got to use my brain in, but I think just drawing is like the most important thing here. Let me check my deck quickly. Okay, 2 Toedscool is there. Again, the energy retrieval's there. We also have the... do I try and get like a Kricketune down? That's just crazy. I'll have like no attackers. But it will Forest Seal Stone, which is so much what I need right now. No, I can't do that, can I? I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't try that. Let's bench this down. Let's go for a Spring Bloom. I'm looking to Iono here, I think, because I just need a whole different hand. And I'm going to see more of this than I am with Colress. I need Toedscool, I need some energy, and there you go. Ask and you shall receive, I guess. So we are getting a KO anyway. So do I actually hold off here and go for another? I am going to Spring Bloom. I know that to this Toedscool. I know I'm doing that for at least 1 energy, but do I go for concealed cards here? I'm worried about my hand size. But then again, I have Kricketune plus Forest Seal Stone right now, so I think I can load up on this Toedscruel, and I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, let's run it, man. Let's run it, and then see what we can do. With this KO, the thing is, I think the Charizard can KO us, so I'm a bit worried. Also, I need more energy in play. I really do, don't I? So that retrieval is going to go a long way if we pull that off. We've got a lot to do here still, and we've had a very poor start, but because of weakness, we can claw back. So let's see. They do, though, need Defiance Band. They need Defiance Band to KO my Toedscool here. They're only hitting 240. There's an Artazon for a Charmander and a Radiant Charizard. Yeah, forgot about you. Radiant Charizard's here. So I'm going to need a boss at some point, because I think what I'm going to have to do is boss up that Rotom or boss up another Charizard EX. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be our game plan, because what's going to happen is they're going to come up with Charizard EX now, unless... No, they can't do Radiant Charizard now, but they're going to come up with Charizard EX now. We take it out. They Charizard EX. Sorry, they Radiant Charizard, and then we have the chance to boss the game. That's looking like the game plan. Oh, but the rope actually kind of gets annoying. Yeah. I'll give him a Mew then. Sure thing. Yeah, the rope does get in the way, doesn't it? Because it offsets that price trade. Ah, yeah, that's a massive play because now they have two things that can KO me next turn. The Charizard EX or the Radiant Charizard. Oh, that's huge. I need Tropius back, don't I? I think I need Tropius back. I need some single prize attacking going here. They instant charge? What? Okay, all right. You're giving me a chance here? That's wild, bro. I can one-hit KO this Pidgeot this turn, but I need a ton of energy, and I don't think I've got that to my disposal. I also don't have the bench spot to Kricketune here to pull off that play. So let's just do this. I think if I get a boss, then we're cooking, but oh man, I need to retreat the Mew, and I need an energy for that. If I conceal cards here, then I risk not running into some energy and whiffing the turn myself, unless I don't know why they didn't do the thing they should have done by just KOing me with the Charizard, because that actually would give them the correct route to win. All right, you know what? I'm gonna risk it. Let's risk it. Let's go for concealed cards. We've had a pretty bad start anyway, so there's the boss, but no retreat. So yep, as expected, that's what's happened. I don't think I have enough to OHKO the Pidgeot. I've already rodded, so I can't get Tropius back. Do I boss up the Zard maybe? Force them to attack with it? No, that feels bad. Let's go for a Colress. Yeah, literally nothing helpful. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so we did whiff that turn there. And honestly, I'm just being punished by the fact that I can't bench anything that can use this Forest Seal Stone. So Forest Seal Stone's going to just go such a long way. I've got to pass there. I've got to try and figure this out, man. I mean, that was the turn, right? Because if I KO'd the Charizard, then I would only need to take one more 2-prizer out, and that would have been it. So, man, there's Lumineon of all things. Oh, wait, unless they're just out of Zard. Do they need to find a rod? No, they've already rodded. I noticed they can't be out. Why did they get Lumineon? They must have priced the Zard, maybe? I have no idea, but they're clearly looking for something, right? But I think they have realized their checkmate. Yeah, I think they have. The problem is, if I KO this Zard, then they come up with the Radiant Charizard and take a 1-hit KO. Unless I come up with something else. I could hit it for 30 ahead of time. That's just delaying. And if I KO the Radiant Zard, they do exactly 270. So I think I'm stuck. I can Iono them, but they already have the Radiant Charizard. I don't have a path to counter it. God, I think I'm getting this Forest Seal Stone playing way too late, man. Way too late. But it's here. So I can get a retrieval. I can do that and get some more energy across the board. But that Radiant Charizard is thrown an absolute spanner in the works, man. It's always the Radiant Zard, isn't it? It's always the Radiant Zard. Let me Forest Seal Stone. I'm trying to figure this out, man. I don't think there's any way back, really. I think last turn was our turn. That was our turn to do something, and we whiffed it. So, yeah, that is rough. I can Iono, but it doesn't change anything. They still got the Pidgeot. They still got the Zard. They still got the Radzard. Like, there's nothing I can do, and that just hurts, bro. There's nothing. I scoop. See you later. Unfortunate, but we had the worst start we could have, and that's what punished us. Also, my overbenching of that Cherubi, because I would have got Kricketune out so much sooner. And that is my odd Toedscool EX deck. Some of the really interesting cards were Kricketune. Kricketune actually put in some work. It was a really nice card there. I was going to suggest some cuts. Tropius can go. I mean, there's a lot of times where I'm just like, oh, I don't really need a Tropius here, you know? But that's more just for the direct Moon. But then again, you deal with Moon so well that maybe you don't need it. But I do like the fact that you have a single prize attacker that could deal with Gardevoir and stuff. So maybe the Tropius should stay. The Leafeon isn't mega important. I mean, it's quite nice to just get an extra energy in ahead of time to amplify your damage. I think it's really good. You could also just do Rotom if you really wanted to, because that's going to draw you some cards anyway in a deck that can struggle to draw. The Arven, it's interesting because it still has a lot of strength because it finds your Earthen Vessels. It can find that Vitality Band when you really need it at some points, when you sometimes really do. And obviously it just guarantees your Forest Seal Stones a lot easier to pull off the plays that this deck really needs to pull off. And also going second, it can find your VIP pass. So I still like the quad Arven. So I don't know. There are times where I just want to draw cards and I have an Arven, but I guess that's just the nature of playing the build. But either way, I'm actually very proud of this deck. I also actually maybe would suggest, just a quick side note, replacing Energy Retrieval with Superior Energy Retrieval, because it does thin out the hand for Kricketune and also could just absolutely amplify your damage output in one singular turn. So yeah, there's that too. But yeah, other than that, I absolutely love this build. It's very complicated and it's a bit more, I don't want to say the word big brain because my brain is the size of a peanut, but it's a bit more big brain to play than, you know, Bibarel. And also it has access to Forest Seal Stone, which the Bibarel build does not. And that's a big deal. So try it out, man. Throw it on the ladder, throw it on casual, get to learn it a little bit, and let me know your thoughts, because I actually am really proud of this deck. Either way, enough of the waffling. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one where I poo my pants. Bye-bye.